The year 2024 has ushered in a new chapter in U.S. immigration law, particularly regarding marriages between migrants and American citizens. The Biden administration has enacted significant regulatory changes, aiming to curb marriage fraud while ensuring legitimate couples are not unfairly separated. These changes represent a departure from the more stringent policies of the previous administration, reflecting a shift in approach towards a more humane and just immigration system. The new regulations have sparked both hope and anxiety among migrant communities, who are now grappling with the complexities of these changes and their potential impact on their lives and relationships. The regulations have far-reaching implications, particularly for those navigating the already complex world of immigration law. The changes primarily focus on the process of obtaining a green card through marriage, introducing more stringent vetting procedures and increasing the burden of proof on couples to demonstrate the authenticity of their relationship. These changes are intended to deter fraudulent marriages entered into solely for immigration benefits, a practice that has been a long-standing concern for U.S. immigration authorities. To fully grasp the significance of these changes, it's crucial to understand the context in which they arose. The Biden administration came into office promising a more humane approach to immigration, a stark contrast to the policies of the previous administration, which often separated families and restricted legal pathways to citizenship. These new regulations, therefore, represent an attempt to balance the need for border security with the commitment to family reunification and the protection of human rights. The 2024 regulations stem from a multifaceted set of factors. Firstly, there's a genuine concern about marriage fraud, with some individuals exploiting legal loopholes to gain a foothold in the U.S. Secondly, the Biden administration is under pressure to address the issue of undocumented immigration, with critics arguing for stricter enforcement measures. Finally, there's a growing recognition of the need to create a more efficient and humane immigration system that respects the rights and dignity of all individuals. One of the most significant changes introduced in the 2024 regulations is the extension of the conditional green card period for spouses of U.S. citizens from 2 to 3 years. This extended period allows immigration officials more time to investigate the legitimacy of the marriage and gather evidence of a genuine relationship. Additionally, the regulations require couples to provide more extensive documentation, including joint financial records, proof of cohabitation, and affidavits from friends and family members attesting to the authenticity of their relationship. While these changes are intended to deter fraudulent marriages, they also create significant hurdles for couples who are genuinely in love and seeking to build a life together. The extended conditional period creates a prolonged state of uncertainty and anxiety for couples, who must live with the fear that their relationship could be scrutinized and potentially torn apart by immigration authorities. Furthermore, the increased documentation requirements place a significant burden on couples, particularly those with limited resources, to navigate the complexities of the immigration system. The impact of these regulations is acutely felt within immigrant communities across the United States, with Peruvian Americans being no exception. Maria, a young Peruvian woman who recently married her American partner, shares, "The new regulations have cast a shadow of doubt over our future. We are deeply in love, but the constant fear of being separated because of bureaucratic hurdles is incredibly stressful." Her story is not unique. Many Peruvian couples are now facing longer waiting periods, increased scrutiny, and a more complex application process. Data from immigration advocacy groups reveals a concerning trend. Since the implementation of the 2024 regulations, there has been a marked increase in the denial rate of marriage-based green card applications, particularly among couples where one partner is from Peru. This trend underscores the challenges faced by Peruvian migrants navigating the more stringent immigration landscape. The emotional toll on families is undeniable, as couples grapple with the uncertainty and fear of separation. The 2024 immigration regulations raise critical questions about human rights and the right to family unity. The Universal Declaration of Human Rights recognizes the right to marry and found a family, irrespective of nationality. The new regulations, while aimed at curbing fraud, have the potential to infringe upon this fundamental right by creating significant barriers for couples seeking to build a life together in the United States. The regulations also raise concerns about due process and the right to a fair hearing. The increased scrutiny and burden of proof placed on couples can make it challenging to effectively defend against allegations of marriage fraud, even in cases where the relationship is genuine. This situation underscores the need for robust procedural safeguards within the immigration system to ensure that all couples, regardless of their nationality or immigration status, are treated fairly and with dignity. The impact of the 2024 regulations extends far beyond the borders of the United States. These changes have significant implications for international relations, particularly with countries that have high rates of emigration to the U.S., such as Peru. The stricter regulations could potentially strain diplomatic ties and create tension between the U.S. and these countries. Moreover, the regulations could have unintended consequences for global migration patterns. As the U.S. implements stricter measures, individuals seeking to reunite with loved ones or build a new life may be compelled to explore alternative destinations with more welcoming immigration policies. This shift could have far-reaching social and economic implications for both sending and receiving countries. As the U.S. navigates the complexities of immigration reform, it is crucial to consider the global implications and strive for policies that are both just and humane, while upholding the fundamental rights of all individuals.